It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Wizards of Melbourne taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. When you look at this defense, this unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McGowan. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Young. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jarnell Mooney with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Wizards use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point forthcoming. And it's good to make it 7-0.
Makes the score Wizards 7, Eagles nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off play action. McGowan dancing to his left. He's going to look deep for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for Philly. 64 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Operating from the gun. McGowan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now a guy who grew up just south of here across the river, Jonathan Taylor. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run once more with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, it's Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Right, 97.
Throwing, Young. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick-6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick-6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. He scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So we're leaving at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd down and 6 now. Young now. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it's 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Okay, break.
It's Young on 1st down. And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the 1st down as well. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Here's Young from the shotgun. That's going to be taken in by Downs. Touchdown! Josh Downs, 30 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Wizards 14, Eagles 7. Roberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Jerome Baker has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jerome Baker, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A 1st down throw for Young. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 1. Cut.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now here's Young. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jalen Carter, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Out of the gun, it's Young. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. Yes, sir.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He'll get it inside the 20. He will have the conversion and more than that. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Wizards' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Wizards 21, Eagles 7. Roberto Sanchez set to
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. To throw on second down, McGowan. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, McGowan. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Shedding through the defense and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The Eagles at 2-13 now on the year. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over at first
Let's go.
at the 49-yard line.
50 series.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Wizards.
To throw, Young. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Young to throw it. Middle into traffic, and that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Young. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Pittman, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Wizards have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Wizards 28, Eagles 7. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Drill green. Ready.
Following the interception, Young. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Third and 2.
Ready.
Now Young. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Wizards are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. McGowan. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Off the play fake. McGowan going deep here for Watkins. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Off play action. McGowan flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Madubuike drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Aaron Siposs now. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's taken on the 25. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Here we go.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Yellow. Strike 2. Red, cycle.
Young working out of the gun. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second down, Young. He'll drop this down to Taylor. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. We'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. And this is caught. And touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Wizards have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Wizards 42, Eagles 7. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it here. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for an eagle.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Forced out to his left. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he stopped for no gain. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
A play fake. Now Young. That is caught. He'll have the first down and more than that. And all the way in from a touchdown. Darnell Mooney with career touchdown number 60. And the Wizards have taken a 6-touchdown lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Eagles 7. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. McGowan. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Julian Blackmon in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McGowan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Operating from the gun, McGowan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And quickly they get to the line. Off play action. McGowan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's a big play there. 47 yards.
A gain of 47 yards.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing, Young. Touchdown! Josh Downs, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Wizards look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Set, ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On the ball.
Young off the play fake. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. Now he's free at the 35. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Young's pass. Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McGowan. He finds his man, complete. That's Armstrong. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely, 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Flushed out right. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
Part of my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, and An absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
This is caught. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
14 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
18 rather. Go.
Off the play fake. McGowan toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout. But you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Young here to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
First down, Wizards.
On play action, Young. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
It's Young off play action. He'll get this one to Pittman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Young. Toward the pylon, caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
On 3rd and 2, McGowan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long